Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Psycho Gold Videos. My name is Psycho Gold and today, this is either going to be the first of two videos or the second of two videos, but either way, this video is going to be checking out the recently released Venom trailer that I believe was shown off at San Diego Comic-Con, but has now been released to the glowing public. I've had several people send me this, friends, family members, and I keep trying to avoid seeing bits and pieces of it. I believe that this has a little stinger at the beginning, for some reason, like they tend to do with YouTube trailers now, so apologies, but you're going to see that the same as I am, because otherwise I can't sync it up. But I'm really looking forward to checking this out, and I really hope that this trailer shows off more Venom. Judging from the thumbnail, it does. So I've heard a lot of buzz about this, like lots of people have been talking about this, so I'm wondering if that's why, if it's kind of put people's fears to rest that Venom's only going to be in this thing for like 5 minutes and the rest is just going to be Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock. In which case, yeah dudes, I'm going to be excited for this. So, without further hypothesizing, let's jump into the actual trailer itself and see what Venom is going to be bringing us in not that long. It's only a couple months away now, guys. So, I'm really excited for this film to drop. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that was more Venom. Okay, so that's probably going to be in this trailer. I bet that's the end. Hi, Eddie.
I always seem to find myself questioning something the government may not be looking at.
Wait a minute.
I found something.
The CGI was so much better on those then. They were different colors.
And I have been...
Oh, they were different colors. Oh,
taken.
Riot. That's the other symbiote. It's not. Aha, it's not Carnage. Wait, but does that mean his other kids are in this? Oh, this could be interesting.
A planet on the brink of collapse. Human beings are disposable.
Okay.
Man and symbiote combined.
Yeah, dude, that's not Venom.
This is a new race, a new species.
Oh, look at that. I mean, it still looks a bit goopy, but yeah, they're supposed to look goopy. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, that looks so good. I love that reflection of him in the mirror, or in the windscreen, but you know what I mean.
We cannot just hurt people.
Whoa! What the? I'm actually speechless. I'm sorry. I never thought I'd see Venom in live action.
It's not completely awful.
You
have no idea how much you're scaring
he looks... Oh, I can't remember what costume that is, but that is a legit costume of his. I almost want to say it's an old Thunderbolts one.
Guys, you do not want to do this, trust me.
No, you don't. Oh, yes, he's in it for more than 5 minutes. It genuinely does. I think he is actually going to be in there. Whoa.
Will always come at a cost.
What the? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. What the? What? What the hell are you? Whoa. Oh, okay. I'm guessing that that's someone who's messed with Eddie before he had the powers.
I am a parasite. Yeah. Name is Jen.
What? Okay. We need to... Okay. I need to, like, breathe. There was a lot in that trailer. Now, I said Riot. I still stand by what I said. But that sure as wasn't Riot in that final shot of the two symbiotes fighting each other. I swear to God, if they're trying to pass that off as Riot, I'ma shoot someone. That was Carnage with the incorrect color scheme. That was Carnage. There's no ifs and or buts. That was bloody Carnage. That final shot of the two of them fighting, not necessarily the first couple of shots, it didn't look like Carnage then, but that last shot where we saw two symbiotes, one black and one grey, was Carnage. He had the face of Carnage, he had the slightly more angled, thinner body of Carnage, and he had the claws of Carnage, which is pretty much unique to Carnage in the family of symbiotes. The other symbiotes, whose names I can never remember, I can remember Riot, I think they Scream, anyway, I looked them all up last time. The other symbiotes weren't really around long enough to really have individual character abilities and traits, even though I think they did have some, don't get me wrong. But I swear to God, that better not be Riot's design, because if it is, if the rumor is true that Carnage is in this film, or if they decide to bring Carnage in at a later date, that's going to really mess them up in terms of a design for Carnage, because that looked like Carnage. In fact, I might not do this on screen, but I am going to go back and try to find that shot. And I'll probably will bring it up, actually, just so I can talk. You know, the other shot that confused the hell out of me is... Okay, so this shot right here, you can't see me anymore, I apologize, but this, you can see, is these massive axes. Now, at first I thought this was Venom, but that I don't think is Venom. I think that is supposed to be Riot, or the other symbiote. It might not necessarily be Riot, but that's who the color scheme is reminding me of. But again, Venom does make weapons from his body, but not in the same way that Carnage does. Like, to me, that shot, if it wasn't for his bulk and his color, but his bulk more so than anything, immediately makes me think Carnage. And I really, really hope that they haven't decided to take the elements of Carnage to create this other symbiote. Especially when, you know, Carnage is actually a symbiote that exists anyway. This shot, again, it just looks like a slightly grayer, bulkier version ripping off his face. However, that shot... Let me go a bit further forward. That shot, to me, everything about that silvery grey mess looks more like Carnage. In fact, hang on a minute. He's red underneath all that underneath that grey stuff. Look at his shoulder pads. Look at... Oh my God, that is Carnage. I think that is Carnage. He looks red underneath that silver. That is Carnage's design. That is Carnage's teeth. Those are Carnage's claws. I'm calling it. That's Carnage. I don't even know what to say. That whole trailer has just... That's Carnage. That's Carnage. I don't care what anybody else says. That is Carnage. Oh, this is going to be a very interesting film. I don't even know what to say. I just don't. It's just, what? How many, like, symbiotes are in this film? Because we've had conflicting reports that Carnage was always going to appear. Because there was that rumor that Woody Harrelson was in this film playing Cletus Cassidy, who obviously is supposed to be the original host for Carnage. Now, the way that they could play this is they could play this as the other symbiote is Carnage. However, the Doctor and the researchers have experimented on it to try and make it more freely ordered, because we all know that symbiotes don't like being told what to do by their hosts, as the Venom symbiote kind of proved in this trailer. However, the other thing that I found really interesting, sorry to keep skipping around, is that shot of Venom kind of popping out of his shoulder and actually talking to him like a devil on his shoulder. I was like, did someone just really want to make a Toxin film? Which, if you guys don't know who that is, he's the grandson of Venom and the son of Carnage. But he's actually the only symbiote that can directly talk to their host. Venom doesn't ever really have a voice that talks directly to Eddie, just like none of the other symbiotes really do. They can feel the other presence, they can feel joint emotions, and their personalities are supposed to combine into one new being, hence symbiote and host. Whereas in this film it looks like they're going more along the routes of their separate personalities in one body. Which I don't actually mind. I think that'll make, since he's the sole driver of this film, that probably is the better way to go. I've always loved the idea of Venom having a voice anyway, and if that's how we get Venom, I'm all for it. Like, this, you know, I know lots of people are annoyed that this isn't following the continuity of the comics, and I'm right there with you guys. I know my Venom and my symbiotes. Their comic book origins, the best animated version in the 90s, the stuff that they've done since, the current weird thing they're doing with the God of Symbiotes. This Venom has always been one of my favorite characters ever since I was a kid, and I will happily take this version of Venom, played by a really good actor like Tom Hardy, rather than have to think that the only version of Venom that anyone will ever know in live action is that god-awful one from Spider-Man 3, played by Topher Grace. I don't know what they were thinking. Never mind how bad the film itself was, but that was just miscasting right from the word go. He's not a bad actor by any stretch of the imagination, but that is not Eddie Brock. Tom Hardy, he at least is a convincing Eddie Brock. I mean, as for the trailer itself, guys, that was full of Venom. If the film's like that, then I'm sold. As for the CGI, which I've no doubt is going to be a big point of conversation, yeah, I think it looked a bit weak in places. It definitely looks... There's no getting around the fact that Venom looks like a CGI character. However, what I will say is that every trailer that we've seen, the CGI looks better and different and is more detailed. And even some of the same shots that was in the last trailer I reacted to compared to this trailer, I noticed has had a lot more CGI stuff done to it. That scene where he sends tendrils out of himself in his apartment, they seem to be adding more detailing to his neck, like he was half symbiotized now instead of the tentacles just coming straight out. The other thing is, they don't seem to have really... They seem to be implying that this time he is kind of forming around Eddie Brock's clothes, whereas technically speaking he should be Eddie Brock's clothes. He should just be, you know, he should be transforming into whatever Eddie Brock wants to wear. Now they could still make that work with what they've done, and that is actually why the tentacles can just come out of his clothing, because it is the clothing. But that's not what it looked like in the CGI. Maybe the CGI will look different in the final product, which is something that we all have to bear in mind. I know it's not very far away, but there's absolutely no reason why the CGI work can't still be ongoing. I mean, some of those shots we've seen in both of the teaser trailer and the previous trailer, and they look much better in this shot. With that said, I am also very happy with the way Venom looks as a fully formed being. The way he transforms, that sequence where we saw him heal Eddie and put his bones back into place was like, yeah, that works. He has a lot more powers than just, I'm a big scary monster that's going to eat you. But that does lead me to my only negative concern. I know that Venom went through a period of being a bit of a horror monster where he wanted to eat people's brains, but that really isn't the symbiote at its best in my opinion. I strongly hope that that isn't the direction that they're going in, and that those scenes were... That's more him kind of messing around, having dark humor, and if he wants to eat some people, that's fine. Like, I don't mind it being a thing, I just don't want that to be the main focus of his character. Like, him running around screaming, I want to eat your brains, was kind of where me and the character went, And then when they kind of brought him back to his older roots, it was like, yes! So, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, guys, that's it. Like, I could dissect this trailer in a breakdown video, I have no doubt, but I'm not going to do that here. If you enjoyed this particular video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up, and that'd be awesome. And please leave comments down below letting me know what you thought of this. Even if you don't like it, like even if you just want to bash the CGI or you're not impressed with the film, I don't mind, guys. I'm happy to talk about it. I'm excited for this film. I make no apologies for that. So whatever you want to make of that, make of it. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. So if you're new around here, don't forget to click that subscribe button and then double tap the bell, and then you will get notified when I upload new videos, which is starting to become more scheduled now. But obviously, I can't predict when things like this are going to happen. But all that's remaining for me to do is to say that, as always, I am Psycho Gold, and I will see you in my next video. Psycho Gold, out.